Have you ever let one single moment destroy your entire day? One rude comment, one reckless driver, one person who just had to push your buttons, and before you know it, your peace is gone. Your thoughts spiral. You can't focus. You replay that moment over and over, thinking what you should have said, what you should have done, until hours are gone. Sound familiar? Why does it feel like we have no control when anger strikes? And more importantly, how do we take that control back? The Stoics, the ancient masters of emotional resilience, believed that the real war we fight isn't with other people, but with ourselves, with our reactions, with the way we let the outside world control our inside world. They taught that power doesn't lie in shouting louder, in proving your point, or in putting someone in their place. Power lies in staying calm when the whole world tries to make you lose it, in refusing to hand over your peace to someone who doesn't deserve it, in being the unshakable presence in the storm. And that's exactly what I'm going to teach you today. In this video, you'll discover how to never get angry or upset with anyone or anything again. Not by bottling up your feelings, but by rewiring the way you respond. You'll learn practical, battle-tested Stoic techniques that have worked for thousands of years, strategies that will let you pause before reacting, detach from what doesn't serve you, and handle life like a warrior of the mind. Because here's the truth, you're not weak for struggling, you're human. Every man has faced the heat of anger and the sting of disrespect, but few ever learn to rise above it. Few ever master the art of staying calm while everyone else loses their head. That's where you change. Before we dive in, if you want more videos that teach you to master yourself, take 2 seconds to hit like. It helps more people find this message and keeps us going. 1. Reframe emotional outbursts as habits you can unlearn. You weren't born angry. Think about it. Babies don't hold grudges. They cry, they express, and then they move on. But somewhere along the way, we learn to hold on, to stew, to rehearse arguments in our heads long after they're over. That reaction, what feels automatic now, was learned, picked up over years of stress, pride, and a culture that rewards outrage. We live in a world that constantly tells men they need to be tough, loud, and dominant, that you have to clap back, that if someone disrespects you, you'd better make sure they never do it again. But here's the truth. Real strength isn't loud, it's silent. The most powerful man in the room is not the one yelling. It's the one who doesn't flinch, the one who stays calm when everyone else is heated. Anger isn't just a feeling, it's a habit. And like any habit, it can be broken. Picture this. You're driving home from work. Traffic is bumper to bumper. Your favorite song is on. You're actually in a decent mood. And then someone cuts you off without signaling. Your blood pressure spikes. Your jaw tightens. Your heart pounds. You slam your horn. Now you're furious. And for what? That driver is gone. They're already living their life. But you're stuck, marinating in anger all the way home, carrying it into your house, into your dinner, into your night. This is how most people live, stuck in a cycle they don't even notice, triggered, reacting, regretting, repeat. But the Stoics saw it differently. Epictetus said, open quote, any person capable of anger is a slave to it, close quote. Harsh words, but true. Every time you blow up, you give your power away. You let the person who cut you off or the coworker who made that comment own you. You become predictable, manipulable, easy to provoke, but you don't have to live like that. The first step is reframing anger for what it really is, an old habit you no longer need. You can unlearn it. You can replace it with strength, composure, and control. Quick question. Do you agree that anger is just a habit we've been trained into? Drop a yes or no in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. Genre 2. Control yourself. Instead of trying to control others. Here's the part most people get wrong. They think that controlling others will bring them peace. If only my boss would respect me. If only drivers would stop being idiots. If only my partner would stop pushing my buttons. But that's not power. That's a trap. You can't control them. You can only control you. Imagine this. You're in a meeting. You've worked on a project for weeks, late nights, early mornings, and your manager dismisses it in front of the whole team. Your pride is screaming, say something, defend yourself, put him in his place. But instead you pause, you breathe, you look him in the eye and say, thanks for the feedback, I'll revisit it. Later, in private, you address it calmly, not with heat, but with clarity. That is control, that is strength, and that is Stoic. Marcus Aurelius said, open quote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Close quote. You don't have to react to everything. You don't have to match their energy. You don't have to let pride run the show. When you stay calm in the face of provocation, you become untouchable. You win without fighting. You dominate the only battlefield that matters, your own mind. If this is resonating with you, hit the like button right now. It tells me to make more content exactly like this. Number 3, pause before reacting. The power of the gap. Every time anger strikes, there's a gap, a tiny window between what happens to you and what you do about it. Most people miss it. They get cut off, they honk, they get insulted, they fire back, they get triggered, they explode. But the Stoics trained themselves to stretch that gap. Seneca said, open quote, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." Close quote. The pause is your superpower. Before you text back, before you yell, before you slam the door, breathe. Count to 3. Ask yourself, will this reaction make my life better or worse? That tiny moment can save you hours of regret. Number 4, practice negative visualization. One of the most powerful Stoic tools is premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. At first, it sounds grim. Why would I imagine bad things happening to me? Isn't that just negative thinking? But the Stoics weren't trying to make life darker. They were preparing themselves for reality. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, today I will meet rude people. Someone will test me. Something will go wrong. I will face delays, disrespect, or disappointment. You're not inviting chaos. You're bracing for it. Picture this. You're standing in line at a coffee shop, running late for work. You already know the barista might be slow. You already know someone might cut in line. So when it happens, you don't explode. You nod to yourself and think, ah, there it is. This is the moment I prepared for. Preparation takes the shock away, and shock is half the reason anger explodes so violently. Marcus Aurelius wrote, open quote, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They are like this because they don't know good from evil." Close quote. You can't stop people from being rude, but you can stop being surprised by it. And once you stop being surprised, you stop being offended. Take a second. Comment below with one thing that usually ruins your day. When you write it down, you take the first step toward taking its power away. And 5, detach from ego. Let's be honest, most anger isn't about justice, it's about ego. It's about feeling disrespected, feeling ignored, feeling like someone made you look small. But ego is fragile, and if you let it run your life, you'll always be at the mercy of other people's opinions. The Stoics practiced humility. They asked themselves, will this matter a year from now? Will this matter a month from now? Will this matter an hour from now? Most of the time, the answer is no. Think about the last time you argued with someone over something stupid. Traffic, dishes, politics, whatever it was. Did it solve anything, or did it just drain you? The truth is, ego loves to be fed, but the more you feed it, the hungrier it gets. Learn to laugh at yourself. Learn to walk away when your pride wants to fight. That's not weakness, that's strength in disguise. Marcus Aurelius said, open quote, "Choose not to be harmed and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been," close quote. In other words, no one can truly disrespect you without your permission. If you've ever let your ego drag you into a fight, hit the like button right now. You're not alone. Number 6, train your body to serve your mind. Anger isn't just in your head, it's in your body. Your breath shortens, your heart races, your fists clench, your voice rises. The Stoics knew that if you control the body, the mind will follow. Next time you feel yourself boiling over, try this. Drop your shoulders, loosen your jaw, take 3 deep breaths, slow and controlled. Lower your voice, speak softer instead of louder. Step back physically, create space between you and the trigger. This is how you interrupt the anger loop. It sounds simple, but it works. Imagine a coworker insults you in front of everyone. Instead of snapping back, you stand tall, take a slow breath, and reply calmly. That calmness will disarm them, and it will empower you. When your body is calm, your mind stays clear. Pro tip, Practice this when you're not angry. Drop your shoulders and breathe right now. Make it a habit before the next storm hits. Number 7, focus only on what you can control. This is the golden rule of Stoicism. You can't control the weather. You can't control traffic. You can't control what other people think or say about you. But you can control your response, your tone, your thoughts, your energy. When you stop wasting energy on what you can't change, you take that energy back and use it where it actually matters. Picture a man in traffic screaming, slamming the wheel, yelling at drivers who can't even hear him. Now picture the man next to him, sitting calmly, listening to a podcast, sipping his coffee, smiling. Which man do you want to be? Marcus Aurelius said, open quote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Close quote. Strength comes from choosing your focus, from refusing to let small things own you. Comment focus if you're ready to put your energy only into what you can control. Now this is Star 8. Turn trials into training. Every frustration is a chance to train. Every challenge is a test you can pass. Marcus Aurelius wrote, open quote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Close quote. That means the thing that annoys you most is actually your best teacher. Someone cuts you off? Good. Practice patience. Someone insults you? Good. Practice self-control. Something goes wrong? Good. Practice resilience. Turn every obstacle into an opportunity. Every time you stay calm instead of exploding, you strengthen that muscle. Imagine how unshakable you'll be after a year of using life's frustrations as training. If you're ready to turn every bad day into training day, hit the share button. Someone you know needs to hear this too. In conclusion, becoming untouchable. Imagine living a life where nothing can shake you. No insult can derail you. No stranger can control your mood. That's the Stoic promise. Not that life will be easy, but that you will be unshakable. So the next time anger rises, pause, breathe, choose calm over chaos, not because you're weak, but because you're done giving away your peace for free. Like this video, subscribe for more Stoic strategies, and share it with someone who needs their peace back. Master your emotions, master your life, become untouchable.